Yo, yo, yo. Jalen, what up, man? How you doing? How's everybody doing on Twitch, on YouTube? What up? Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Ashes, what up? Sleek SSB, what's up, man? Man, what's up, y'all? Man, what a year, right? What a freaking year, right? Jalen doing good. Got back from my Chicago trip, so settling back in. Man, I feel you. Hassan, what's up? Dash getting right into it. Dash just getting right into it. What's up, Hassan? I think Switch 2 launch is going to be awesome and be the focus of gaming. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that for sure. It's going to be an interesting year, 2025. It's going to be a very interesting year. Mo Scola, what's up, man? What is up, bro? Man, yo, what y'all think about this year? Or rather, before we get into that, how was everybody's holidays? Was everybody off these last few days? I've been off since Monday, and I don't go back to work until Wednesday. So I feel like I have a pretty much 2 week. I've had a 2 week vacation. Well, I will have had a 2 week vacation. Wolf, what up, man? Jarvis, what up, man? We are near the end of the year indeed, man. Magic, what's up, bro? But yeah, I've been chilling, man. Oh, you only had Christmas off? Ah, man. Yeah, I know everybody's situation is different. For my job, I work in a lab. So the factory for the lab that I work at, um, like the factory closes. So we don't go into the lab again until next year because the whole facility is just closed. So yeah, I've just been off since Monday. We don't go back until the second. Which is nice. It's very nice. It's a nice way for me to reset. Oh, Jalen got it. Oh, Jalen said, I've been off since the 16th and I get back on the 6th. It's way too long, but otherwise, holiday's been good. Okay, 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 okay. That's good. Ace Thunder, what's up, man? Been off since the 19th and not going back until, man, y'all got it good. Off since the 19th. I thought I had it good. So yeah, off on the 19th and not until Thursday. Spent Christmas in Germany with my dad, aunt, and cousins. Oh, that was your oh, Mo, that's tight. That's tight. I'm glad you got to go overseas and see the family, man. I've been to Germany on my way to Nigeria, but I don't count that because it's like we stopped in Germany when we were uh every time I visited Nigeria. So I don't know what Germany is like, but I've been there for a few hours, you know. Um Shooting Dio. I know you don't play Splatoon 3, but have you seen the Grand Festival stuff? No, what's that about, Dio? Scooty, what up? What up, Scooty? What up? Oh, you worked most of the holiday? It's all good, man. Get that paper, man. Hassan, yeah, we get paid. We get paid this whole time that we're off. So it's all good. GK's Laboratory is a sick mixtape name, low key. Okay. I'm gonna keep that in mind. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Um, but yeah, y'all, like Blackie Chan, that's a funny name. I've seen you here before though, but that's a hilarious name. But what's up, man? Um, y'all, have y'all had a chance to play any games this holiday? And did y'all get any games for Christmas? What did y'all get? Do we're kind of grown. Do we even care about getting shit for Christmas in terms of do we even like my girl got me some stuff for Christmas. Like we did a little gift exchange, but I'm not really like pressed for Christmas like that no more, you know? I'm not really like sitting there like, "Oh, I hope I get XYZ," you know? It's not the same no more, you know? Playing Xenoblade 3, got to chapter 4, taking a short break from it by playing smaller games before going back in. Ashes, you understand the meta. You get it. Because that is definitely how I be playing these longer games. I need like short shit in between. Three 560. Beat Heavy Wings, what's up, man? Beat Final Fantasy 7 OG in January. Finally hopped on remake earlier this week. Oh man, you're hardcore. You're hardcore. Even though I heard the original and remake are different, but Godspeed, man. Godspeed. I got all 18 volumes of Full Metal Alchemist. My folks usually get me money, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's usually. Wolf, oh, you got a PS5. Okay, okay. Wolf got a PS5. Okay, good for you, man. Hey. I know you've been mainly a Switch guy. I think you've mainly been a Switch guy this whole time. I'm pretty sure. Um, but that's good. DeFritos, thanks for the resub, bro. I don't know why it didn't make the noise, but I appreciate you, man. I'm glad I was looking when you resubbed. I appreciate you, DeFritos. You're one of the coolest people here. You have interesting thoughts, and you've played Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which more people need to play. Uh, you have taste, man. You have taste. I appreciate it. Uh, Jalen Devon, I got some nice clippers so I can start giving myself a lineup again. Okay, yo, briefly, when I used to cut my hair or when I used to have short hair, uh, I used to cut my own hair during the pandemic. And I was like, man, I can't go back to paying for a barber. So now this happened. Now and I try to maintain this. But um yeah, more people need to get on the cutting your own hair wave. Uh Especially in this economy. Uh Sleek SSB just bought a Final Fantasy 13 edition PS3. Does that count? Whoa, you on some real nerdy shit, Sleek. That's fire though. I didn't know they made a Final Fantasy 13 edition PS3. Mo Scola been playing Darksiders Origins on Switch and more Star Wars Outlaws. Shooting deal. I'm gonna look into this Splatoon festival thing you're talking about because that sounds interesting. You said it looks like a Coachella stage. Yeah, I wish I had time. Splatoon 3 is one of those games that I liked, but I wish I had more time to like it something had to go, you know? Something had to be sacrificed in terms of my time. So I couldn't fit Splatoon 3 in there. Um Ashes said that's not the Origins game I want to hear. You're gonna break me down one day, man. One day you'll break me down. Hey, hold on. I'm doing something real quick, y'all. I'm sorry. 860. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something, okay? Because I love y'all and I want you all to get the best experience. So, if you are on Twitch, right? What up, Avatar Yaya? If you're on Twitch and you see an ad, ooh, crap. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Never mind. Never mind. I'll talk about this later. I'll talk about this later. Uh, but oh, you been on Neon White Avatar. Okay, bro. Oh man. Neon White was my game of the year in 2022. I swear, and I keep saying this, if Neon White wasn't an indie, people would that game would get a lot more hype. That was a fire game. That game was amazing. I don't want to rant too long about Neon White though, but that game is fire, bro. That is a fire game. Like goddamn. Jalen, you wish you got it for PC instead of Switch. Yeah, something was going on with the Switch version where like I want to say there was like a memory leak issue with the Switch version because it was running weird after you would play for a while. Um yeah, it was weird, man. Uh this movement I've been wanting for a while. Yeah. Yeah, Neon White, the movement in Neon White is like sick. Zareth, what up? What up? Okay, so we're gonna get into the topic. We're not gonna delay any longer. Like all the core people are here. Discord call-ins are open if you want to call in and contribute. Um, I haven't played Time Splitters, Wolf, but they do look interesting. But y'all, first of all, how do we feel this year went for gaming? Like, how was gaming for you guys this year? Like, what are your thoughts? Like, in terms of what came out, in terms of what you had a chance to play, in terms of like what you weren't playing. J2, what up, man? What up, brothership? I heard poor people instead of core people. Oh no. Core people, core people. We getting money over here. We getting money over here. Fuck all that. Uh-uh. 7 out of 10 personally, but I didn't play that many games. Playing Metaphor currently. Yeah. Yeah. I think for me, in terms of what came out, it was an okay year. It wasn't it wasn't bad, but I definitely wasn't as engaged with like things as they were coming out. I do, I don't even want to say I have a game of the year, right? I played Metaphor. It was great, but it's hard for me to say that's a game of the year when I didn't really play much that came out this year. But nah, I mean, it was okay. Some weird stuff with the industry, some weird stuff with like the community itself. But yeah, I don't know. And it could, hold on. I didn't play that much new games this year since I was mainly saving for my trip to Japan. But I played a lot of oldies and discovered new games that way. Yeah, I was mainly playing old games. Now, in terms of, it was a great year in terms of like what I was playing, but not in terms of like the things that were coming out for me. Nothing was really like, you know, hitting like that for me personally. But I beat less games overall. Yeah, okay, I hear you, Zaref. DeFritos, in general, not bad. As a Nintendo fan, kind of mid, but I pivoted a lot of to old games in my backlog this year and had a lot of fun. That's what it's all about. Ashes, I feel like this is the year where the cracks in the industry became the most apparent. Yeah, man. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wolf. Seems like from the outside a good year. There are games I want to buy to experience. This was a year to catch on my old Switch titles finally. Ace Thunder, I was playing Ape Escape and Jack and Daxter. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ape Escape, I've only played the first Ape Escape. I used to rent it from Blockbuster every Friday for like a couple weeks. And I don't know if I beat the first Jack and Daxter or what was the Jack and Daxter where he transformed into like where he had the light form and the dark form. Was that Jack 3 or was that Jack 2? I don't remember which one that was. Jack 3. Okay, okay. Yeah, Light Jack was in Jack 3, yeah. Aside from Helldivers 2, I went for the backlog this time, which is rare. Normally I pretty much only play Monster Hunter, went through Death Stranding. Okay, that's cool, Heavy Wings. That's cool. Yeah. It felt a lot. I'm hearing a lot of people say it was a backlog year for them. Now, let's talk about next year. I have a couple things that I had to like jot down in terms of what's happening next year, it seems like. But I want to go through just different things that may or may not be like coming, right? We're not going to talk about Switch 2 yet because I know that usually ends up taking a bunch of bandwidth in terms of talking. Um but what do we think? Do we think GTA 6 is coming out next year? Let's get that out the way. Hydro, what up, man? What up? What up? What up? Do we think GTA 6 is coming next year? Well, didn't I don't know if they said it's oh, I think they didn't say 2025. They said 2026, didn't they? 2025 is 60% yes. I don't know, but did they say 2025? I'm sorry. Let me look that up right quick. I'm sorry. 2020 GTA release year. When? What day is GTA? Oh, they said fall 2025. Yo. Oh no. I'm gonna talk about this later because I know that's gonna be a long conversation. But y'all are saying late 2025. Okay, they committed to 2025, but I have doubts. Yeah. It doesn't sound like 2025 to me. Just the way game development goes these days, I just can't picture 2025 happening. But I don't know. Stranger things have happened. Stranger things have definitely happened. Let me see. And I think GTA 5 did get delayed. I think GTA 5 did get delayed, but I don't know. Now I looked at the calendar for what's coming out next year, and even as far as what we have, like Metroid Prime 4, Death Stranding 2, Xenoblade X, Virtual Fighter 5, Fatal Fury, Monster Hunter Wilds, GTA 6. Outside of that, and Borderlands 3, but I don't play those kind of games. But outside of that, there's nothing really like announced. Now, I want to ask y'all, do you think we're going to get any more announcements that we haven't gotten? Like, are there any games that hypothetically you think will be announced next year? For release next year. Because I'm like, there's nothing really like. Burgundy, what up, man? Yeah, there's nothing really coming that I'm seeing. I feel like Nintendo is definitely holding on to it. Okay, that's true. Yo, Liquid, I even feel like some of the Weeb stuff is just like ports and stuff. Like I'm even looking at, y'all, I don't be playing the AAA stuff. I'm the Weeb guy, or Weeb adjacent at least. But I'm not seeing anything. I'm getting 2 Trails games next year. Oh, Trails, you're one of those. Okay, never mind. I'm not that kind of weeb. In fact, I can see it being Hassan, maybe the game Capcom delayed like twice. I forgot what it's called, but with that, are you talking about I know what you're talking about. It has the white robot. What's that Capcom game called? No, Pragmata. Yeah, Heavywing said it. Pragmata. Hold on, let me see. Dark Carnero, thanks for the follow, man. And they showed a recent trailer. Well, not a recent trailer, but y'all remember this?
What are you doing?
Like Capcom just announced this and then Carnero, what up, man?
Up you go. Sorry, kid. We still got a ways to go.
You don't remember this, Astro? Yeah, I think they showed this twice. They showed this a second time too. But what? I swear they showed this a second time, but I'm probably tripping. No, that was probably the second time they showed it. Oh, no. I think it's right here. Is this it? No. I don't know. But yeah, that was the thing that Capcom announced, and they just haven't talked about it. I don't know if that's coming next. I don't know what they're going to do with that. They said it was delayed to 2023, and then Jalen said they showed it again at SGF, I think. Okay. Yeah. Now, I'm going to ask something else about what we think certain studios are up to. And I'm going to start with an interesting one. What do we think Platinum is up to? What is going on with Platinum? Oh, shutdown. Yeah, I brought them up first because it's looking weird. Either Astral Chain 2 or New Near. Didn't a bunch of devs recently left Platinum. Yes. I'm assuming all Retro got to be cooking. I don't know about Platinum, but I hope them too. Does Platinum have anything announced? Because I heard that Kamiya was working on... What's that game? I'll be forgetting names now, man. I'll be so busy, man. I can't remember a lot of these names. Project GG. So they announced Project GG a while back, and I think Kamiya was I think he was the director for that. But now he left. I doubt Square is giving them any more. Yeah, Square, the last thing they put out is Bayonetta Origins. Shout outs to Ashes. And I'm looking on their wiki right now. Sorry, wrong thing. I'm looking on their wiki right now. And this is the only thing they have announced. This is literally the only thing they have announced. Sorry, hold on. That's it. That's the only thing. And Kamiya, I think Kamiya, that was the one Kamiya was doing. Third game in Beautiful Joe series. Who said that? Wait, did he say that? They just making up shit. That's why you can't trust Wikipedia. I don't see that. No. Oh, the Hero trilogy. Oh, the Hero trilogy. Okay, no. Because the Hero trilogy is Beautiful Joe, Wonderful 101, and then the next one was going to be Project GG. But that's not the same as like a Beautiful Joe 3. They just, I gotta, somebody gotta get them together on there, man. They just, that's why you can't, yeah, nah. Um, what do we think Atlas is working on? What do we think Atlas is working on? They just finished Metaphor. Are we going to get a Metaphor Refantasio 2? I mean, not Tasio 2. Refantasio Royal? Do we get a new... Atlas just dropped a ton of games this year. Yeah, DeFritos, I would not be surprised if next year is kind of like a gap year for Atlas, because they kind of went crazy. They went crazy this year. Remasters, Shooting Dio. You know what remaster we need? Shin Megami Tensei 4. We need a Shin Megami Tensei 4 remaster. I need Raidu Kuzunoha. Yo, Dio, they said there was a ESRB rating for the Raidu games, so we might get some ports. Yeah, I would love that. Digital Devil Saga. Let me see. Oh yeah, Switch ports too, Burgundy. Yeah. That could make sense too. Steam database. Okay, not ESRB rating. I knew it was one of those leak things. Zareth, I agree. I've only played Kuzunoha 1, and Raidu 1 is bad. I talk a lot about how much I don't like Persona 3, like in terms of being one of my least favorite Megaten games. Raidu 1 is in the same league as Persona 3. A little bit better than Persona 3, but it's still... Raidu 1 is like very hard to play. Raidu 1 is not a great game. Raidu 2, I think I don't know if I dreamed this or if I actually did, flirt with Raidu 2 for a little bit, but I heard they fixed some things in Raidu 2. Raidu 1, though, that walk speed is atrocious. Yeah, that walk speed is atrocious in Raidu, especially for being an action game. Raidu 1, they need to fix some things with that one, man. Yeah, and the encounter rate, slow walk speed with horrible encounter rates. It's a tough game to play, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'll say this and then we're gonna move on. But Raidu games are the Raidu games are one of those things where I think because a lot of people haven't played them, the games are there's kind of a mystique or kind of like a obscurity, a novelty to them. Is what I'm trying to say. So I think some people hype up the Raidu games because they're obscure, but they're not like the. And by the way, I'm not even saying no one. I'm not saying like everyone should hate the Raidu games, but I do think there's some level of like, oh, these are kind of these weird experiments that came out that nobody really talks about. So I'm going to talk about them a little more because no one's talking about them. But they're not that good. Or Raidu 1. I'm not going to speak on Raidu 2. I can only talk about Raidu 1. Raidu 1, hard to play. Very hard to play. What do we think Sony, what do we think PlayStation is up to? What do we think PlayStation is up to? They're in an interesting spot right now. They're coming off the Game of the Year winners. They're the recent Game of the Year winners. So now that Astro Bot has won Game of the Year, Sony is going to move into 2025 with a fresh understanding and approach to game development. We're about to see a renaissance of platformers, gameplay first experiences, unique art styles. Sony's about to go crazy now that they've seen the success of Astro Bot. We're gonna get Ape Escape remasters. We're gonna get Gravity Rush 1 and 2, 60 frames per second on PC. Everything's gonna change now that Astro Bot has won Game of the Year. Everything is about to change. Astro Sauce, we finally know Naughty Dog's next thing. We just got to see if it's good. Jalen probably remake a PS5 Pro game that don't need Nah, man. Nah, Sony, things are going to change. Things are going to change. We're about to get Dark Cloud 3. Dark Cloud 3 is happening. Sony finally realizes people want something different. People want something fresh. People want something that can really feed the niche parts of their fan base. June Zeno, what up, man? Why y'all laughing? Why y'all laughing? I'm serious. I'm serious. Sony is about to take Sony's PlayStation Move Wand controller come back. Trust. Hey. Believe in them. I believe. So yeah, that's what I think is gonna that's some of the things I think are gonna happen. A Sony handheld will be so nice. That's coming. It's coming. They're working on it. That's not next year, but they're working on it apparently. And then, but serious, being for real though, what do we think Sony's gonna do next year? Like, jokes aside, do we think what could they even release next year? Like, they got Astro Bot. I guess they could, like, Days Gone remaster. Okay, that could happen. It also feels like Sony's like making games slower now too, but like they're not as quick as they were before. Oh, Venom. Oh yeah. Did they already announce a Venom? And Wolverine. I forgot about Wolverine. Wolverine. That has to come out. Yeah. Wolverine has to come out. That's next year for sure. That's definitely next year. There was a rumor of Insomniac working on a Venom game. Okay. Yeah, Wolverine is no way. If Wolverine is 2026, wow. So what does Sony got next year then? That's crazy. If that's 2026, that's crazy. Venom is 2025. Huh. Okay. That's hmm. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's oh, Ghost of Yotei. Ghost of Yotei. Jay, what up, man? Jay, we got a mod in the building. We got him behind the dashboard. We got him on the in the control room. Jay Boulevard in the control room. If anything, I hope people have fun and don't see the combat is deep guys post. Man, Zareth, we're gonna get the combat is so deep post for sure. That's unavoidable. That's just the nature of posting in 2025. Ghost of Yotei should be interesting. That should be an interesting release. So okay, that's what they got. That's what Sony got. That's what Sony got. We can get this out the way quick. What do we think Xbox got for next year? I'm not even trying to throw shade, but I know usually like there's not much to say about what they got going on. So what do we think Xbox got for next year? I can for sure see Yotei coming. They showed a lot in it. Yeah. Yotei might be next year for sure. Doom. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting Xbox owns Bethesda. Okay, I guess they got Doom. That's something. That did look cool. A whole lot of stuff that'll be delayed, like Fable and Outer Worlds 2. Hydro said controllers and Sea of Thieves. Come on, man. And the Bayou Inspire action RPG. Yeah, South of Midnight. That does South of Midnight, the combat looked a little let's watch it. Let's watch it right quick. But the combat in South of Midnight looked a little rough to me, but yeah, it did. Do they have like more? Okay, this is a good video. Look at
Hey
this.
guys, did you know?
I'm gonna mute this because there's an ad playing right now. So hold on real quick. But okay, look at this. Actually, it does look a little better now that I'm looking at it again right now. But hopefully they get to the combat. The movement looks okay. They're doing the video game person run. Okay, yeah, this is what I was talking about. It just looks a little... I don't know. It just looks a little off. Y'all see the but y'all see what I'm talking about with the combat? I don't know. Something just looks weird. This looks kind of cool though. The little flying shit. That's interesting. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be an okay, inoffensive third-person, open-world, narrative-driven experience. Yeah, I don't think it's like it's not the worst looking thing. You know what it reminds me of? What's that other Xbox game that they came out? Was it Recore? Was it Recore? I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking. Y'all remember what that Xbox game they came out with, Recore? It looks like that tier of game where it's like it's not necessarily doing anything bad. Oh, Recore was ass. DeFrito saying Recore was ass. Yeah, it looks like one of those forgettable games that would come out like early in a generation. Yeah, Kenna Bridge of Spirits. That's another good example, Wolf. Like those kind of games that it's like you can't necessarily put your finger on it looking trash per se, but nothing about it is like popping out at you really. It's just kind of like, oh, okay, this is a video game. It just feels like that. Yeah, it just feels like that kind of vibe. Yeah, really just kind of whatever gameplay. Just throw away gameplay that you can just take or leave. It's just yeah. Recore was rushed as hell, and you can tell. It could have been good if the game if it was given resources and time to cook. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, like yeah, that's so I mean Xbox they got Fable, Doom, South of Midnight, uh somebody said who said this might be a new time for Halo time for a new Halo. Who was it that said that? Um but yeah, like it has been a while since Halo Infinite. So Avowed, yeah, I thought Avowed already came out. I thought Avowed already came out. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I'm looking forward to South in general though, but I think the movement will be the highlight. Yeah, the movement looked okay. Some of the stuff like on the with the raw wall the wall running kind of felt like it didn't feel granular with the wall running. It felt kind of like like magnet, like you magnetized to the wall, and then it reminded me of I'm trying to think of a game that did wall running like that, where it's like kind of like a pre-baked wall running and not like organic wall running. But I can't think. I'm blanking out. It's been a long holiday, y'all. Just Paz, what up, man? What up? The Jedi games. Wait, you're not talking about the Jedi games like that were on GameCube. Those ones had good wall running. The ones on the multiplayer ones, is that the ones you're talking about? Or are you talking about the other Star Wars games? But Final Fantasy VII Remake will hit. Oh, the Respawn games. Okay. Um, yeah. I thought you were talking about Jedi Outcast. Jedi Outcast was my shit. Y'all remember Jedi Outcast? Hold on, let me show y'all something. Jedi Outcast was fucking incredible. That Jedi Outcast, like I don't know the Star Wars community, like where they rank, like the Star Wars games, but Jedi Outcast was some fire shit. That was like, if you want to talk about schmovement.
Well, hello, Merlins and.
Oh no.
Well, hello, guys.
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Oh, they dropped remasters for Jedi Outcast? I didn't know that. Yeah, they Jedi Outcast had some shit, man. Jedi Outcast like had some fire shit. I can't even find a good video because.
Oh god. Oh my god. I swear to god.
Nope. Oh shit. Oh! Thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. See ya. Give me some help. Oh, fucking. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah, the combat in Jedi Outcast was so fire. Now, Xbox, we got Xbox out the way. Square Enix. What are they gonna do next year? They can't do another Final Fantasy. So what's Square Enix cooking next year? And then we got one more people to talk about. 17 Switch 2 ports. Hey, we're gonna with that. Like I said, we're saving that for the end. But oh, Dragon Quest 12. Yeah, it might be time. And then yo, can y'all imagine? Dragon Quest 12 Switch 2 launch? Or Switch 2 not at launch, but maybe like next year along after the Switch 2 comes out. Can you imagine? You will not be able to find a Switch 2 if Dragon Quest 12 comes out next year. Yeah, it will cost too many. Yeah, it can't be launched. And then lastly, and then we're gonna get to the next part. Final Fantasy 16 DLC or Final Fantasy 17 in the same direction would be nice. Final Fantasy 17 is far away, I think. But lastly, Capcom. Did we already talk about Capcom? We kind of talked about them with Pragmata a little bit, but do I think Square is going to port FF16 and remake and rebirth to Switch 2? Yeah, eventually. Not next year, though. Mega Man Legends 3. What up, Lucario? Yo, we need to bring back Mega Man Legends 3. It's not cope. We're going to manifest the Fritos. We're going to manifest. Been a while since Devil May Cry 5. I don't know. Monster Hunter Wilds is probably their only big game. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they need to bring back Mega Man Legends. If not Mega Man Legends 3, we need a port of Mega Man Legends 1 and 2. Because they've done the Battle Network games, they've done the Mega Man X games, they've done Vanilla Mega Man, and they've done Mega Man Zero. They've done the Mega Man Zero. They've done the collections for everything except for the Mega Man Legends game. Give us a Mega Man Legends collection with 1, 2, and Adventures of Trombone. Misadventures of Trombone. Mainly because there's a lot of new staff associated with the series we got thanks to Star Force. No. Let's get Mega Man. Yo, they've been Hydro. They've been just turning a blind eye to Legends since PS3. The last time we got a port of the Mega Man Legends games was on the PlayStation 3. And Star Force came out that generation, I think. No. Let's get to Mega Man Legends. Let's get to Mega Man Legends. Stop delaying. Stop pushing it back. Stop ignoring it. We need Legends. 1, 2, and Trombone. Look, man, I'm an X fan. How you think I feel? Y'all got a collection. What you talk about, Hydro? Y'all got a collection. Didn't Mega Man X get a collection? Speaking of PS3 stuff, X Troopers. Yeah, we need a port. Yo, I can see X Troopers coming to Switch. I can see X Troopers being one of those random localization, like Capcom just randomly pops out of nowhere and they're just like, hey, we never did bring that over here. Sega, I feel like we know what Sega's gonna do, Jalen. But we can talk about Sega. Sega, we already know they got that. They're just Yakuza is their Pokemon. It's their Call of Duty. We about to get some kind of Yakuza thing every year from now on. We got Virtual Fighter in January. Virtual Fighter 5 Revo. They're gonna do something Sonic related. What else Sega be doing? Oh, they did announce the Jet Set Radio, Crazy Taxi, and Shinobi and all that stuff. New Sonic racing game. Almost forgot about that. Slayer. I've been gaming since the Sega Genesis. Yakuza being a yearly thing is kind of new in the grand scheme of things. It's been going on for a while, but it's new. It's not like, that's not how it was not always like that. Especially not when we're talking about like in the global release era. Yakuza's coming out this frequently is like that maybe started PS4. I consider that like recent. Like there are a ton of Yakuza games we just never got. Hold on, hold on. Let me see. Yakuza 1, Yakuza 2. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is pretty much yearly. But like I said, not globally. Yeah. In terms of like the global release era, yeah, it's new for it to be like yearly. But yeah, if we're talking about Japan and shit, yeah. It was always like that. Um but outside of that, Yakuza, Virtual Fighter, and I don't know what else Sega got, and then the Jet Set Radio, Crazy Taxi stuff. I don't know. Yeah, Sega's in an interesting place. I can't really predict Sega right now. I want to say they're not going to do anything Sonic related next year, but that sounds dumb considering how like popular Sonic is, you know, how much momentum Sonic has right now. So yeah, I don't know. Atlas is technically Sega, yeah. So I guess that counts. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Zerov. Yeah. So that's all I got for Sega. Now, um, let's talk about a couple of things that are relevant to me, right? First thing, how do we think Xenoblade X Definitive Edition is going to be received? How do we think it's going to be received? Oh, you said Bandai. What Bandai got? Bandai. They better port the Gundam Extreme Versus games to PC. That's all I know. Burgundy, that game is going to blow the fuck up. Man, I hope so, dude. I hope so. Yo, on that topic, Zeref, yeah, some anti-woke people might catch wind of what happened with the Xenoblade X boob slider stuff. But man, in 2025, y'all, we got to just stop talking about it. Just ignore that side of gaming. We got to just block it out. I don't want to hear about it no more, man. I'm done. There's nothing else to talk about with it, with those people, man. Whoa. Cousin Catnip rating with 15 people. What up, man? How you been, bro? How you been, bro? Yeah, Xenoblade X, I think is going to be well received, but I don't think it's going to be. I do think there's going to be like a conversation about the approach that Xenoblade X took with the light story and everything. So I'm a little concerned about that. But yeah, we'll see what happens, man. Now the next thing, how do we feel about GTA 6? And y'all are gonna say these two aren't related, but GTA 6 versus Switch 2. What is going to be the bigger deal next year? Yo, been doing a charity marathon playing Mega Man and Retro Random. Have beat all the classic Mega Man games. I'm trying to do Toy Story SNES in one shot. Yo, you killing it, man. You killing it, cousin. Good stuff, man. That's good to hear, bro. Oh, y'all think... Oh, okay. Okay, y'all think GTA 6 is going to be a bigger deal than the Switch 2? Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. No. Okay, no. Y'all said that too fast. Y'all said that too fast for me. I think man, okay, I'm gonna say this right here. I think 2025, and this is why I wanted to talk about this last. I think 2025, the main gaming conversation is just gonna be, people are just gonna be talking about Switch 2. Like, I think I'm gonna go as far as to say a lot of things are just gonna be overshadowed by the Switch 2. But let me say this. A lot of this depends on what happens with the launch titles. But my prediction is that the Switch 2 is going to have some crazy launch titles. What up, Armagon? How you doing, man? And mind you, I don't think it's just about like the games per se. I think just the existence of the Switch 2 is going to be like, is going to be a thing. It's going to be a thing. If people talk about the Switch 2, I'll buy you a pizza, GK. Man, I'm lactose intolerant anyway. Change that to like Chipotle or something. There's no way they wait that long. J Boulevard, there's no way they wait that long and not come with insane launch titles. It will be an all-time blunder. Yeah, I think Nintendo, especially when you look at this year, Nintendo was really like, let's put out our B tier, C tier games. They've been stacking up. They've been saving up. Next year is going to be crazy. Bare minimum, there is no way there's not a new Mario Kart next year. There is no way that we don't get a new Mario Kart next year. But we'll see. We will see. By the way, I'm not just to you guys' point. I'm not even saying that y'all are wrong for saying GTA 6. But what I am saying is y'all just said that too fast. Y'all just were too fast. Y'all were too quick on the draw. Like there was no like hesitation. Y'all said it like GTA 6 is just gonna like it's just not even like close. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Oh, that's a good point, cousin Catnip. You say I think because it's a cheaper point of entry for GTA 6 versus a new console. Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point. It's like almost apples and oranges, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Switch 2 though. I just it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see like how that dominates the conversation next year. I don't want that to be the case. I just know how little the mainstream pays attention to Nintendo sometimes, but I hope they dominate. Yeah. I do know, like, in the West, there's kind of a Nintendo. Let me not say the West, because I'm trying to get better about being specific about countries. I know in America, there is Nintendo. We don't lean Nintendo in America. So Armagon. Also, I'm genuinely curious to see if Switch 2 gets impacted by the Trump tariffs. I feel like any Nintendo system. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Trump needs to go back on them tariffs because um people are not. I feel like even his business buddies aren't gonna like him for all that. Uh, I hope he's just lying and just talking out his ass because he don't know. Or let's pray that maybe he does the tariffs and then in response the other countries are like, you know what, we was tripping, let's actually lower our tariffs as long as y'all lower y'all's too. Like we was wilding, you were right, Trump. Let's calm down, and then everything's just fine. We win the tariff war. Like, part of me does want the tariffs to happen just so this like conservative side of the gaming community can finally be like, shit, we made a mistake. You know, this like reactionary alt-right side of the gaming community, when they're finally impacted by something, they'll see like, oh shit, like it's not just aesthetics, it's not just like woke trans shit. He's actually hurting us, you know. Just so they can see that this is like real, like shit can get real quick. Um There are more so certain audience that don't talk or care for Nintendo, but it is incredibly mainstream and normal to like Nintendo everywhere. Yeah, for sure. For sure. That's kind of the difference, I think, that is kind of hard to. Alec, what up, man? What up? That's kind of the distinction that's hard to like articulate about where Nintendo stands in America specifically. It's not necessarily that Nintendo isn't popular, it's that Nintendo isn't like, they're popular amongst a crowd that aren't in certain spaces, you know, that don't participate in certain conversations. So like, yeah, it's hard to articulate, but Yeah, the people that play Nintendo aren't going to be the same people that are arguing about like um graphics or um competitive gaming and all these spaces that are very like you're not going to see many Nintendo fans in the FGC, for example. Like it's just a different sector of gaming. Yeah, it's just different. Nintendo fans be in schools. Man, I'll tell you, man, being a Nintendo fan is very being no, let me not say being like a Nintendo main fan is a lonely road. It's a very lonely road. Um yeah, Nintendo fans are a bit different. It wasn't until I realized I missed Gamergate because I was following the Wii U. Yeah, it's a different space. It's a different space. And um you know, sometimes it feels like when you mention stuff like Xenoblade or Sin and Punishment um or even stuff like Metroid Prime, really, like all these kind of like being really into Nintendo is not like is actually, if being really into Nintendo is actually a kind of obscure niche part of gaming, low key. Like, of course, everybody likes Mario and Zelda and Mario Kart and Smash and all that shit. But then when you start getting into like, okay, but I also like Nintendo in general as a developer, then it's just a whole different space. That's like a whole different sector of gaming. It's got nothing on the. Oh, I see what you're talking about, Zeref. Yeah. Um, I wish I had the balls to talk about that JRPG martyr shit, but the JRPG community, man, is very mean, and they don't want to hear anything but JRPGs are the best thing ever. There's no problems at all. We're persecuted. Everybody hates us because we're the best. That's the only so you say anything outside of that, and um, you know, you're gonna pay for it. So I just don't. I try not to like poke them too much because they can't really. They don't want to hear it. Hey, I love cousin. I love me some JRPGs. The only thing is that I'm just somebody who I am willing to like. I'm willing. I'm not just going. Okay, and we're gonna get back to the topic, but I feel like some JRPG fans like they like things on the merit of something just being a JRPG. Like, just being a JRPG is enough for them to just be like, okay, you have all the JRPG tropes. This is awesome. And then and then here's the thing: when you're someone who, let's say like me, you play JRPGs, like I love Xenoblade, I love Shin Megami Tensei, right? I love Persona. I used to play Pokemon. It's not like I don't have experience with the genre, and it's not like I don't have games that I love in the genre, but it's like when you question anything about JRPGs, right? Then it's automatically like, why are you playing the genre then? like, damn, okay, so I gotta like so I have to like everything. Like, I can't say like, oh, this game a little too long. You shouldn't play JRPGs. Like, oh, this game's a little grind. That's JRPGs. You should. It's like, bruh, like, so I can't say anything. Like, because I chose to play a JRPG, now I just have to accept everything about it. That's crazy, man. That's weird. Like, that's like, that's just, I don't know, man. Like, it's just, that's just a step too far. I'm not just gonna play anything just because it's a JRPG. I'm not just gonna accept anything just because, like, JRPGs have always done this. So you should just, like, no. Like, that's a turn-based JRPGs with the none of the. Yeah, I am curious about what fans are gonna say about Claire Obscure. That game does look interesting. I think that's coming out next year too. They even have a date, I'm pretty sure. Shooting Dio, the only JRPGs I like are the ones I specifically like. Thank you. Thank you. See, because like I said, hold on. Wolf, you think JRPG fans are more aggravating than WRPG fans? Well, here's the thing. I can only speak on JRPG fans because I'm in that space. Like, again, y'all see my poster. Like, I'm like, it's not like I'm anti the genre, you know? So I don't know what they're talking about in Western RPG spaces, but I'll tell you this: I don't see Western JRPG fans tell people like, if somebody critiques Fallout 4, I don't see a Fallout 4 person being like, we shouldn't have played a Western RPG, like, or I got a better example. When people critiqued The Witcher 3's combat, no one is going around saying like, well, the combat is weak because it's focused on the RPG elements. Like, so the combat doesn't have to be great. No one is saying that. No, I don't see Western RPG fans saying that. They're just like, yeah, the combat's ass. It could be better. You know what I mean? And that's it. Like, it's just this weird thing where like, sometimes JRPG fans think like, oh, you're just anti the genre if you question it at all. And I don't like that. I don't care about like who's worse or who's better than the JRPG community. All I'm going to say is that like, that's lame to be like, oh, you can't say anything about the genre if it's always done this thing. You know, it's like, no, like, I still can say like, this is a little too long, or hey, this is a little too grindy, or hey, maybe we can reimagine. Maybe there's more that maybe. Let me say this too before I move on. And I said this on Blue Sky. I think it's more pessimistic. I think it's more insulting to the genre to say you don't think it can evolve further, or that you don't think some of the problems that people bring up can be addressed. And to give a comparison or an analogy, the fighting game community, which is my main genre, the fighting game community is constantly critiquing the genre and being like, hey, maybe we should try to like do this with execution, or hey, maybe fighting games could add more tutorials, or like, hey, maybe grapplers could actually have better options against zoners and rushdown characters. Why do grapplers have to always be weak in every fighting game? They're not sitting there saying like grapplers are supposed to be weak because they've always been weak. Like that's the point. It's like, no, like fighting game players are constantly being like, hey, Maybe we should improve the net code. Maybe there's certain things we could do with single player that can bring people in to do things outside of the competitive space. Constantly trying to like think of ways that the genre can evolve instead of just accepting that like, oh, it's always been this way, so don't say anything about it. Like, y'all get what I mean? Does that make sense? That's my problem with the JRPG community. Is that this kind of toxic attachment to tradition. Fighting game community might be more toxic than MOBA peeps. Yes, but not, yes, Cousin Catnip, I agree, but not in the way that I described. Not in terms of like their relationship with like critiquing the genre. They're toxic in other ways. They're toxic in other ways, but they 1000% are willing to critique the genre, which is like the main thing I'm getting at, you know? Yeah, it like they're 1000% like, yeah, we'll critique the genre. Sometimes to a fault. Sometimes even to a fault of like, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's that's my main issue. I kind of got off track. I forgot what we were even talking about, but Zimron, the fighting game community are toxic towards each other. The JRPG fan base are hot. Yes, exactly. What up, by the way, Zimron? Jordan, I feel like it's gotten like that because in the grander scale of things, JRPG fans feel the wider community as a whole is unfair to the... Yeah, that's true, Jordan. I feel like it's gotten like that. Jordan is saying he feels like the JRPG fans have gotten like that because they feel like the outside is so unfair to the genre, so they have to be overly defensive. Yes, 1000%. And I'm not even saying there's no truth to what they're saying, because yes, like people outside of the genre can be kind of unfair to like Japanese role-playing games. Specifically just turn-based role-playing games. Like people can be kind of unfair, but I think when you kind of put a blanket over anybody who critiques it at all, that's when it gets like toxic. It's like an overcorrection, basically. Yeah. What were we talking about? I was trying to talk about like what was coming next year with Switch 2 stuff. But yeah, that was my rant about the JRPG community. But yeah. I do think though that Metroid Prime 4, Mario Kart are a shoe-in for launch, and those are going to be big deals. Oh, by the way, I think Metroid Prime 4 is going to be like, I want to say, this might be going too far. Do y'all think Metroid Prime 4... Yeah, that is what I was talking about. How niche it was to be a Nintendo fan. Yeah. Thank you. But I want to move on to like, do we think Metroid Prime 4 is going to be like a Breath of the Wild moment for the series? Cousin Catnip, Metroid Prime 4 will be big for Metroid fans and word of mouth people, but not nearly the big game for mainstream. And I'm super hyped for it. Okay, interesting. It would do for Metroid what BOTW did for Zelda. Yeah. That it can go either way. It can go either way. That's why I'm asking. Because on one hand, Zelda kind of already had like Zelda kind of already had the pop culture penetration. That's the only word I could think of. Like in terms of like the iconography, like back in the 2000s, people still probably get like Triforce tattoos. Zelda as like a character is very like well known, even if people don't play the games. So I think Breath of the Wild was kind of like just almost an inevitability. Like that was a moment like Breath of the Wild was eventually going to happen for the series. Metroid Prime doesn't already have that. Samus isn't like super iconic in terms of like a brand or as an IP or an image. But I think Metroid Prime 4 will hit the way Persona 4 hit. Persona 4 is that's a good comparison. But let me say this, y'all. Let me say this. Have y'all played the Metroid Prime series? Have y'all played those games? Those games are really fucking good. This is what I'm getting at. This is what I'm getting at. Those games are good to the degree that I think Metroid Prime isn't as big as it is just because like it didn't really get a shot for real. I think it's one, like, let me go further. I think it's one of those games where when people play it, they're going to be like, oh shit, like I was not familiar. Like so that's what I'm saying. I think with Metroid Prime 4, it's going to be one of those moments where people are like, oh, I was tripping. And I think that is going to like make the game blow up in a way that I think a better analogy, I think this is going to be Metroid Prime 4's Nier Automata moment. This is going to be their Nier Automata Persona 5 moment. It's not, or Persona 5. Persona 5 probably a better example. Because Persona 5 is not very different from like Persona 4 in terms of gameplay, in terms of like its approach and everything. But when Persona 5 was the moment where they finally got a chance to get exposure. So I think Metroid Prime 4 is going to be that Persona 5 moment where people are like, oh, it's going to be that. And then it's going to I think it is going to be a Persona 5 moment. It's not, maybe not Breath of the Wild, but for sure Persona 5. Because mind you, I've been replaying Metroid Prime 2 recently, and Metroid Prime 2 used to always be my least favorite. I think by the time I finish Metroid Prime 2, I think my favorite will still end up being 1, but I can see Metroid Prime 3 being above Metroid Prime 2 being above 3 for me. I can see after replaying it, because now that I've been replaying it, I'm like, this is like a bold game. It's a very bold game. But now for Metroid Prime 2, me replaying it and replaying the remaster that came out in 2023 has made me be like, oh, if they do this on the Switch, and like take that to the another level. That's, I don't know, man. And also, by the way, this is the last thing I'll say. Weirder things have happened when we talk about games like blowing up and niche series blowing up over time. Weirder things have happened than something like a Metroid Prime 4 situation. Mind you, something like Nier was more niche than like a Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3. Like Nier was like, nobody knew what even fucking Nier was. And then Nier Automata came out of nowhere and just like, is at, yeah, like Ashes is saying in the chat, it's at 10 million now. Weirder things have happened. You know what I'm saying? Like Drakengard, yeah, cousin Catnip. Yeah, Drakengard. Yeah, weirder things have happened, man. Weirder things have happened. Like way more niche games have blown up out of nowhere. Even among Nintendo's own catalog, right? Like, I want to say Pikmin didn't really blow up, but it did significantly better than the previous entries. I don't know. The Switch effect is real, is basically what I'm saying. And Metroid Prime 4 isn't some super like Herculean task. Luigi's Kirby is kind of already popular though, but I feel you, Ashes. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, we'll see though. Shalant98, what up? I mean, Doom 2016 was able to come out and be a breakout hit after a 10-year hiatus. That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah. And look, let me say this. Retro Studios is a Western development studio. So and by the way, while playing Metroid Prime 1, the Metroid Prime series, you see a lot of like, oh, I can see like people who don't normally like Nintendo, liking these games if they play them. Like when I play the Metro, even if you want to talk about, I don't know how many of you have played Metroid Prime Hunters, but my next video is kind of about this, so y'all are getting a little sneak peek into some of the things that I'm going to be talking about in this next video I'm doing. But Metroid Prime Hunters, very Western like game inspired, like where it has like fucking Halo influences, Quake influences, Unreal Tournament, all that kind of stuff. Like Tuesday, thanks for the follow. But yeah, Retro Studios is a Western studio. So I think the things that we're going to see them doing with Metroid Prime 4, it's going to be stuff that like normal people, normal capital G gamers, hold on, what the heck? Would I crack it? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know if this is a bot or what. J Boulevard, if you're here. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay. I don't know if J Boulevard is still here, but yeah, anyway. Yeah. Um. You're good, man. You're good. You're good. What's crazy is games like Metroid and F Zero should be doing well by Western audience, even if gamers don't like the general Nintendo games. Yeah, 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 yeah. He thought you was one of those. Yeah, nah, man. We having a conversation. Like, well, I don't know what this is. It's like we're sophisticated over here. We don't do that. I'm not I show speed. I am not these I'm not those guys. um yeah. Uncle Beastie. Okay, all right, Uncle Beastie. Thanks for coming through, man. Thanks for coming through. It's so funny playing old Turok games because they're so Metroid Primes. The same people worked on both. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. What about you think about Undorta? I'm currently playing at the same time with the help of my phone. Oh, on unorthodox ways to play games. For example, I'm playing Dark Souls and Just Dance at the same time with the help of my Switch phone and Switch. That is an interesting thing. That is an interesting concept. I know some people in the fighting game community, they'll use like these weird controllers. Like some people will like play fighting games on a Guitar Hero guitar or something, or on the Donkey Kong bongos. That's always been an interesting like thought experiment, I guess. Like playing games with weird methods. Um, a more common example might be speedrunning. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's super interesting. I thought about doing that just to test my execution. Alec, did you see that clip of him? You talking about I show speed, bat flipping onto the desk? Yeah, that weird, very funny. That side of the streaming community is definitely interesting. Uh, interesting people, man. Hold on, let me go back up because I forgot to answer some questions. Um, could we talk about something, bro? Gaming conversations around I played versus I watched. Hydro, yeah, 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 yeah. I think we did talk about that. I had a stream where we talked about like can you how do I forgot what I titled it. I think I said can you play a game can you play a game without watching it, without playing it or something like that? Or can you enjoy a game without playing it? Something we did talk about something like that. It's in the live stream playlist already. If you yeah Ashes, you remember. Yeah, we did talk about that. Okay, by the way, I got it set up because I forgot to say this at the beginning. Yeah, Jay Boulevard. I said, can you be critical of a game without playing it? That is, yeah, that's more of what we were talking about. We in the future we may revisit some of these topics, just to like get like a fresh perspective on it. But yeah. But y'all, what I was gonna say is on Twitch, I'm letting y'all know if you run into ads, go here, right? I put it in the chat. And you will be able to just catch the YouTube stream briefly and still have access to the Twitch chat. I pinned that to the top. So I know, because sometimes people keep telling me that things get interrupted with the ads. So just go there. If, like, I'm sure most of y'all don't really care. You'll just sit through the ad. But just in case I'm saying something important and you want to quickly just see what's going on, then, you know, my website has that for you. But yeah. Now, anything y'all want to bring up in terms of like what you're excited for next year? What are we excited for in terms of what's coming next year? My 5, I've already said my 5: Xenoblade X, Fatal Fury, Virtual Fighter 5 on PC, Metroid Prime 4, Death Stranding 2. Those are my 5 that, like, I'm for sure 100% getting next year. Ash is excited to see Monolith Soft new IP. The James Bond game. City of the Wolves, let's go. SNK. SNK Hive in the building. I hope people don't sleep on the Lunar Collection. Okay. We got some weebs in the building, but old school weebs. Because Lunar was when I was a weeb. That's my era of being a weeb. Monster Hunter Wilds, Death Stranding 2. Heavy Wings, I like how you're just throwing Mario Kart 9 in there. Like casually. Jordan Capcom Fighting Collection 2. Oh, I forgot about Capcom Fighting Collection. Yeah. I might play that casually. Monster Hunter Wilds. Silk Song is totally releasing in 2025. Good luck with for y'all, man. I don't see it. We do need another Bloody Roar, Hydro. We do. Bloody Roar was the shit. Like, Bloody Roar was the shit, man. The Big Catch. Oh, yeah, the Fritos. The Big Catch. Switch to potential 3D Mario. Pippi Strello and the Cursed Yo-Yo. All right, let me read. That sounds like a Scrimblow Bimblow. Alex said Death Stranding 2, Day 0. Man, Death Stranding 2, I'm excited. By the way, what do y'all think? How do y'all think people are going to read? Because Death Stranding, when it first came out, had a mixed reception. What do y'all think Death Stranding 2, the reception is going to be this go around? I love Death Stranding so much. That is a good game. And I played it late. So, like, playing it late and then looking back on how people reacted to it, I was like, y'all don't want Kojima to be weird. Y'all was lying. Y'all don't want him to be weird. Y'all are not ready for weird Kojima. And I'm not even a Kojima guy. Death Stranding was my first Kojima game. But all I heard was people talking about, yeah, we love how weird Kojima is. He's so fucking weird. He's so unique and, like, you know, high level and innovative and da-da-da-da. And then when the game came out, y'all couldn't even handle it. Y'all couldn't even handle it. He was too weird for y'all. And then me, on the other hand, I came in like, yo, this is fire. This is a fucking masterpiece. Y'all are fake. Y'all so fake, man. That's a good game. That's a really good game. Like, I was shocked. I was like, yeah, this is it. Burgundy, new Elden Ring, the next Pokemon Legends games, Pokemon Za, City of the Wolves, and Tales of Grace's F remaster are the things I'm interested in. Okay, a lot of City of the Wolves in the building. So when I see y'all online, prepare to get bodied. Pokemon Za. Yeah, man. That game was pretty mild. I didn't think it was that weird for real. Really? Interesting. Yeah, nah, I thought Death Stranding was very. I've never played anything like Death Stranding before. It's a very unique game. I had issues with the narrative though. I had issues with the narrative, but the gameplay for Death Stranding, that was a very good game. Masterpiece. Like Death Stranding for me is a 10 out of 10. That's a 10 out of 10 game. Even with the issues I had with the narrative, I was like here's the thing. Even though Death Stranding, I have issues with the narrative, I gotta admit the vibe is still fire. Like the vibe of the narrative, I don't know what the fuck y'all. And y'all are kind of repeating and doing all this techno babble and talking in circles and all that shit. But the vibe, the imagery, all that shit is just cool. It's just sometimes it's just a cool vibe, and that's all you need. Yeah, cool, very cool game. What was I looking up? Somebody said this weird game. What was it? DeFrito said Pipistrello. Okay, Pipistrello. Let me look this up. Pippi. Okay, I see it.
Simon Says, upgrade. Again.
What's new?
This looks cool. Looks very... Okay, I see puzzles. I see... It looks like a puzzle situation. I like the art style, too. Yeah, that's a vibe. Yeah, that looks fire. The Fritos always got the Fritos has the taste, the refined taste. Villanueva movies if you want something similar. Raven, what's up, man? I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. The Fritos, yeah, Death Stranding is like I'm not even gonna say like you're gonna like it. I'm not gonna say you're gonna 100% like it. But I think you will. I think when you play Death Stranding, you'll respect it. You'll respect it when you get into it. You'll at least respect it, even if you eventually drop it. You'll be like, okay. This game has soul behind it. Radio the Universe. Did I? Okay. Did I watch Sonic 3? No, I haven't watched any of the Sonic movies. Is that blasphemous? Y'all know, real talk, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm not a movie person. If you ask me if I've seen a movie, 7 times out of 10, it's probably I haven't seen it. Like, I'm talking about really important movies. Like, I just haven't seen a lot of movies in my life. I just never been a movie guy for some reason. Seen a lot of TV shows, played a lot of games, but I don't know why. Like, something about movies, they're in this weird in between space of like Radio the Universe. Let me see.
Turn your pastime.
Let me see. I'm looking at some of these games y'all are suggesting. Hold on. This looks like it already came out. Or is this a demo? This reminds me of this kind of reminds me of like Eastward. Did y'all play Eastward? Like, it reminds me of like a mix of Eastward and Omori. Yeah, this looks cool. This looks cool too. Maybe a little more like Omori than you thought. Yeah. Yeah. Juliet St. Moon, what up? The Radio the Universe demo from a couple years back ruled a lot. Real excited for that game. Yo, but have y'all heard of this game though? Let me show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all a game, an indie game that I'm really looking forward to. This shit. Did y'all see this?
You're double X now. Persona non grata. Belief ain't enough. I need to see commitment. He'd bleed for those words.
All restrictions lifted. Zodiacs, raise the opposition.
Call the shot, Ace!
Guys like us don't get second chances. Yet here we are in our third lives. How many more do you think you'll get?
Try and keep up.
So yeah, that is Zodiac XX. Yeah, Too Mellow. Too Mellow is on the soundtrack. Yeah, Zodiac XX, man. That's from my boy Ethan Red. Yeah, like they got this development studio, Virtuoso Neo Media, and like they've been working on that game for a minute. They've been working on that game for a minute. So I hope it ends up coming out next year, but yeah, it looks cool as hell. From the aesthetic to the gameplay to the soundtrack. Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking it's sick. Yeah, Toonami Core. Yeah. Definitely giving Toonami vibes. Definitely giving Toonami vibes. And what up, Bad Boy JM? What up, man? What up? Yeah, Suda 51, like that vibe. Yes, 1000%. But yeah, man. There's some stuff coming in the indie space. Almost too much for me to keep up with. Like, what's the name of that fucking game? I downloaded the demo. I'm gonna show y'all one more thing. Hold on. 2025. Yeah. It looks man. The indie space, man, will always. I feel like we could do a whole separate thing for that, but the indie space just always has me excited these days. Like, there's always something interesting. And now, have y'all heard of Asura the Striker? This game had a demo. I think the demo is still up on Steam. But like, this shit, it was supposed to come out this year. I don't know what happened. But I'm looking forward to that one too. Yeah. The Steam demo. Yeah, it came out that they had the Steam demo earlier this year. I don't know what happened with that, but yeah, I was looking forward to that. I was ready, and then nothing. I guess they're still handling some things, but yeah, man, like 2025, man. 2025. And last question, do y'all think it's going to be better than this year? I think that's kind of easy. Just because of the Switch too. I feel like next year is going to be better. Yeah, Switch 2 boost like automatically is going to like make it a better year, like easily. Same here, Hydro. I need them low play times. Yeah. I'm ready for next year. I'm ready for next year, y'all. But yo, anyway, man, this is the final stream of the year. I appreciate y'all for supporting me so far on my content creator journey. We started in March, and we've been seeing constant growth, healthy conversations, meeting new people, learning new things. I got a new video coming. Like, as far as the channel goes, the focus is going to be, we're streaming every week, and then I'm going to do one YouTube essay a month. Y'all let me know what you want to see from me. Moving forward, I'm open to suggestions and all that kind of stuff. Open to like topic suggestions too. Like, please suggest me topics. Like, you know, I love to hear what y'all are interested in talking about, basically. Yeah, it's been a good year, man. Hopefully 2025, we keep seeing continued growth and more positivity and healthy conversations about gaming, man. Y'all know where to find me. Y'all be safe this New Year's, man. Happy holidays. Hopefully 2025 is a good one for everybody. And good night, man. Be safe.